Dominik Mysterio reveals secrets to being a successful heel in 2025. Dominik Mysterio, a key member of the Judgment Day faction in WWE, recently shared his thoughts on what it truly means to embrace the persona of a heel in professional wrestling. In an interview with Busted Open, the young superstar opened up about his journey from initially aspiring to be part of a dream tag team with his father to finding his calling as one of the industry's most hated villains. From the moment Dominik Mysterio began his wrestling career, he envisioned teaming up with his legendary father, Rey Mysterio, to form a dominant duo in WWE. The idea of following in his father's footsteps and competing alongside him in the ring was something Dominik had long dreamed about. However, as his career progressed, he realized that the path he thought he would take was not the one that ultimately suited him best. Instead of pursuing the heroic route of a babyface, Dominik found himself embracing the role of a heel, and it was a decision that felt completely natural to him. Dominik admits that, since his childhood, he had always gravitated toward the bad guys of professional wrestling. Watching the industry's top villains and experiencing their ability to draw intense reactions from the crowd fascinated him. As a young fan, he found himself captivated by the charisma and audacity of wrestlers who weren't afraid to push boundaries and be the source of the audience's disdain. This connection to the villains of wrestling ultimately shaped his approach when he was given the opportunity to portray a heel character in WWE. One of the key elements Dominik emphasized in the interview was the importance of fully embracing the role of a heel. He noted that it is not enough to merely act like a bad guy in certain moments. One must be unapologetic and fully committed to the persona. "You need to embrace the boos," Dominik explained, underscoring that the key to succeeding as a villain is understanding the power of the crowd's reaction. While some might shy away from being booed or criticized by the fans, Dominik believes that it is essential for a heel to feed off of this negativity and use it to elevate their character. Dominik's journey into the villainous side of wrestling also reflects his deep understanding of what makes a successful heel. He recognizes that to be an effective antagonist, one must tap into the aspects of their persona that trigger strong emotions in the audience, whether it's arrogance, cruelty, or simply an overwhelming sense of entitlement. By portraying these characteristics, a wrestler can engage with the audience in a way that makes them either love to hate you or genuinely despise you. Dominik has fully embraced this approach, leaning into his cocky, self-centered character and making it his own. Dominik's evolution into one of WWE's most prominent heels can be traced back to his debut in the Judgment Day faction. Initially, fans were taken aback by his sudden heel turn, especially after the highly emotional feud he had with his father, Rey Mysterio. However, as Dominik continued to build his persona within the faction, it became clear that he had fully embraced his villainous role. The heat he generates from the audience has only grown, and his ability to rile up the fans has made him one of the most effective heels in WWE today. In conclusion, Dominik Mysterio's journey as a heel is a testament to his understanding of the craft of professional wrestling. His deep connection to the villains of the industry and his willingness to fully commit to his character have been crucial to his success. By embracing the boos and using the audience's negative reactions to his advantage, Dominik has proven that he is a natural in the role of a villain, and his ability to make the crowd react is a skill that will serve him well as his career continues to evolve. Dominik Mysterio, a key member of the Judgment Day faction in WWE, has always been open about his journey as a heel, embracing the role of a villain with unwavering commitment. In a recent interview, he shared his insights on what it takes to be a successful heel in today's professional wrestling landscape. Drawing on his personal experience and his time as a member of WWE's most controversial faction, Dominik explained that being a great heel is all about perception, total commitment, and the ability to fully embrace the role of the antagonist, no matter how uncomfortable it may get. When asked about what defines a good heel in today's wrestling world, Dominik didn't hold back in his response. According to him, the most important factor in being an effective heel is how the fans perceive you. It's all about perception, he explained, stressing that the key is in how you present yourself and how the audience responds to your character. For Dominik, This means owning the role completely and never straying from the persona you've created, even if it means being unapologetically hated by fans. Dominik also addressed the different types of heels in wrestling, noting that some villains try to stay cool while still engaging in bad behavior. However, he firmly believes that a true heel must commit fully to the character and the antagonistic behavior. There are heels who want to be cool, do things, and still stay cool, Dominik explained. But you can't do that. You need to embrace being a heel. Embrace the boos. For Dominik, being a heel means accepting the crowd's negative reactions and using them to fuel your character. He made it clear that you can't pick and choose when to act like a villain. If you're going to be a heel, you need to go all in. You can't be mean to the parents and then, when the kids show up, say, "Oh, it's your birthday?" He said, "No, kid. Everyone has a birthday. You're not special." That's how it works. Dominik believes that some people struggle with being rude or disrespectful to kids, but for a true heel, it's about never breaking character, no matter who you're interacting with. It's this level of commitment that separates the good heels from the great ones in the industry. Dominik's approach to being a heel has undoubtedly contributed to his success in WWE. Since joining the Judgment Day, he has fully embraced his role as a villain, often drawing boos and harsh criticism from the audience. His antics, whether it's trash-talking his father, Rey Mysterio, or disrespecting other superstars, have solidified his place as one of the most hated figures in WWE today. But it's not just about the negative reactions. It's about the consistency of his character. Dominik's ability to stay in character and make the crowd react in the way that WWE wants, with boos and jeers, has been one of the defining aspects of his career. In addition to his work as a heel, Dominik has also been involved in significant storylines with other WWE superstars, including his recent partnership with Liv Morgan. On the latest episode of WWE Raw, Dominik accompanied Liv Morgan in her match for the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley. The match was highly anticipated, with fans eager to see if Liv Morgan could dethrone Ripley and capture the title. However, despite her best efforts, Morgan was unsuccessful in the match, with Rhea Ripley reclaiming the Women's World Championship during the show. Dominik's involvement in the match added another layer of intrigue to the storyline, as his presence at ringside emphasized his commitment to playing the villainous role.
If you love your father, then subscribe the channel, and those who love me show your love by liking and subscribing.